everybody, welcome to another episode of On the Paint Table. This is my weekly show where you get to see what I painted, what got done, and sneak a peek at upcoming projects. So this week, some Privateer Press and old Specialist Game stuff on the Paint Table. They got completed, and then some more Privateer Press stuff, Semantic stuff, some Steamforged stuff, old Special Escape stuff, all kinds of stuff coming up. And this is, of course, just part of all the bajillion projects I have. So without any further ado, let's take a look at what got finished. And so first in the finish column this week, we've got my Space Marine fleet for Battlefleet Gothic from a mysterious legion. Who knows? The hints are all in the name. We've got my battle barge here, the Gemini, which is converted a little bit, mostly because it used to be an Inquisitorial black ship in Gothic that I can't remember what I did with all the rest of the pieces for. So it's missing some finials, and it's missing its big back engine, so I converted the engine out of a Marine or a Imperial cruiser engine. So there it is. And then I've got 3 strike cruisers here, one which was mine, and the other 2 were donated by Derek Gehring, so thanks for that, dude. That's great. I got a whole squadron of strike cruisers. Because honestly, if you play the Space Marines a lot, you'll realize after a short period of time that the best way to play strike cruisers is actually to take a squadron of them. They don't do very well on their own because they're 6-hit cruisers. But as a squadron, they're almost just unbelievably amazing because they can group their bombardment cannons. You can have up to half of them be refit too in the new Marine strike cruiser entry from the 2010 update to the Space Marine fleet. So give them lances instead of bombardment cannons in the front, all kinds of little bits and pieces. But they're pretty super cool as a squadron. And then I got a squadron of hunters here, which are little torpedo boats. And that's my first 1,000-ish points. It's a little bit more than 1,000 points when you add in your required master of the fleet and stuff like that. But it was for my first game with the Space Marines, played against Stone this week. And you'll see that coming up soon. And over here is my first installment of my Trollbloods, my first ever Horde. Well, actually, that's a lie. I had a Hordes army. Did Mark 1 Hordes. I bought the starter set for Circle, and it's still painted. And I think that's all I ever painted. I painted an extra Warp Wolf. I never painted the Arguses. I painted 2 Warp Wolves, a Wold Warden, and Kaya. And I played 0 games with it. But I've got these guys painted. This is Ragnar, the Rune Crafter, Shaper, something to do with runes. He's the new Troll Warlock from Mark 3. He has the coolest hammer ever, and a pretty great spell list. His spell list is fairly simple. I mean, it's a Warlock spell list. It doesn't have many spells because he's getting Far Strike and Rush off of these 2 fellas. Rush off of the Axer and Far Strike off of the Impaler. And I actually don't remember the spell off of the Bouncer. I'm sure it's cool. He's mostly there for Shield Guard. I'll be honest with you. It's not Far Strike and it's not Rush. But he has a pretty great spell that gives him beatback follow-up and +3 strength, which is awesome. His feat is 1 less damage die. And he's just generally pretty great. And his hammers does blasts. If he hits anybody directly with it, you put a 4-inch AoE, I think, or yeah, it's a 4-inch AoE. And everything inside takes a power 10 blast damage hit except for him. So he just explodes things around him. So even he can take that beatback spell and then be POW 16 and just run around murdering things with his rock on a stick and causing blasts all over the place, which is pretty super sweet. So I'll be playing some games with this tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited about. That's why it all got done. And then we're going to be escalating a little bit too. So you'll see more trolls in the future, but there's my first troll stuff. I wanted to paint the starter set. And you can get either this as part of the individual starter sets, so like the $39.99 I think in Canada. Maybe it's $35 in the US, I don't remember. It's cheaper in the US, obviously. Troll starter, or you can get it as half of the 2-player starter, which is the only one I got it, and he's painting through the Scorn half, and we'll be doing some games with that coming up. But there it is, the Hordes Trollblood starter set for Mark 3 with Ragnar the Rune Crafter, and Axer, Impaler, and Bouncer Light Warbeast. And here's my worked on pile. I got the last 2 jacks from a 7 jacks for the Hateful Eight, which is my Harkovich list, which is another Juggy, another Destroyer. This is from the old Sorcerer box set, so they're not the red plastic ones or the gray plastic ones. Not that it really matters after you put paint on them. I got some more add-ons for my Marine fleet. What a Styx! Well, you can make a Venerable Battle Barge in the Marine fleet, and it's great. You really, because I don't really ever play more than 1,000 point games, because honestly they get long in Gothic. I like a 1,000 point game. I think it's a really good sweet spot for Gothic. And a Styx can be taken as a Venerable Battle Barge, 35 point upgrade. You can take any heavy cruiser, grand cruiser, battle cruiser, or battleship, and just make it a pre-heresy battle barge, basically. And I figured with my my chosen legion, it would make sense to use one of the old Chaos ships because that's what they would have. And the Styx is a fantastic ship, even though it did go through a points increase in the 2010 book. It's 260 now, and 295 you make it a Venerable Battle Barge. It gives you a lot of launch bays worth of Thunderhawks, which are great because they are fighter bombers that also have resilience, so 4+ saves. And then I've got Novas and Gladiuses for some extra squadrons there for my Marines as well. And that'll round off my Marines for a bit. I'll probably paint some more Battlecruiser, Strike Cruiser, Grand Cruisers just to have options over the basic Battle Barge. I actually have an Apocalypse I kind of want to paint just to have a Nova Cannon and Space Marines because it would be gross. And then I've got 2 of the Season 2 guys I haven't painted yet for my whatchamacallit teams, my Guild Ball teams. I got Hammer, the new captain for the Masons, and Strongbox, the turtle. He's the new mascot for the Union. Yeah, Union. And they're both great, super cool models. He's really great because he sacks his team to be amazing, and he's really great because he just is amazing. He's slow as dirt, but he's so good at making guys better around him. It's like having an extra commanding aura, which, if you know anything about Blackheart, is dirty. And then I got some add-ons for my Enforcers in Deadzone. I have a Peacekeeper Captain there that's going to get painted, 2 deployable sentry guns, a Enforcer Sniper, an Enforcer Engineer, and an Enforcer. I'm going to use him as either a Captain or a Sergeant. He's like a conversion using the extra head that comes with the Peacekeeper Captain. And they're going to get painted up to add and round out some characters and special weapons for my Enforcer team. So that's going to be some stuff coming up. Look for it being done in a future on the paint table. So you have another week, another 11 models added to my total for the year. Some troll stuff, new projects started there, and of course more Battlefleet Gothic stuff for the ever-growing pile of fleets that are here in the studio. Owen's actually working on some more Tau stuff too that he just acquired, and he wants to expand his Tyranids on top of that. So I think we'll have a lot more Gothic stuff in the future because he's really keen to do like a mini campaign. So you might see some stuff about that coming up. And obviously I'm going to start some stuff with the trolls. And there's a reason behind that because I got some requests for some things. And I'm going to do a little sort of like cycle of projects around them too because it should be fun. And then of course you'll see coming up some Deadzone stuff. We're still working on the warbands for those. And I'm filming some more Guild Ball next weekend. So people ask me about the new Horse Heresy box and the new Suicide Squad box. I don't have any plans for those yet, but obviously they're coming up soon, so just stay tuned to this show every Saturday and you might see them show up pretty quick. You'll probably see them pretty quick if they do show up and if I get around to doing them. But they both look great, so we'll see you next week on the paint table. Till then, I'm Ash. Have a great day.